We're here to simply observe and report. What business is it of yours? As blunt as you have ever been. Fine. Truth be told, I talked Maxon into this occupation. There she is, just like clockwork. I thought I smelled you, despite all the trash these people seem to keep on hand. And I see you brought your little pit bull. Yes, I had noticed that they are less than pleased at our presence. But if their security force is any indicator, they won't try to stop us. I know. We have no experience at this, yet the city is so submissive they're letting us do it anyway. They'd probably react the same to synths. That's quite an assumption you're making, thinking our presence is up for debate, Star Paladin. That's the first thing you can do is drop the pretenses. Tell your runt your real name, Star Paladin. For your next trick, all those years, all that time, you never wanted the life the Brotherhood gave you. It means to be worthy of one's parents. Believe me, if they had lived to see her go AWOL, they would have died of shame. You were there. Nothing in the investigation showed it was friendly fire. And you never believed that either. Touching, but not what I was going to ask. Tell me why, for over a decade of training, you pushed yourself harder than anyone else in our class. You didn't want to be there, but you never gave an inch and you never settled for second place, even with those who wanted to be there. You made class leader, you took a spot in the officer curriculum from another initiate who might still be with us. All that time, all those resources, and you didn't even share our vision. It's no surprise you left at the drop of a hat. You didn't stay. The Black Dogs put in for a recon assignment in Pennsylvania right after the report was released. You fled everything. You even thought you'd be a little lions yourself, falling for that nothing town out there, risking everything to protect it. What was its name? Very well. Then just tell me, Star Paladin Antigone, why did you take everything the Brotherhood had to offer, knowing you didn't want it? There now. An apology wasn't so hard, was it? There's one last thing you can do, and we will be on our way. Something that would begin to repair the damage you did to my career. The targeters. I've never seen a working one in my life. Nobody has in living memory. All of yours work. How? That monster you have at the front entrance had one on his helmet. It's all Garcia here has been talking about since then. Agreed. Now, the helmet. Mark? Is that you? My goodness, the one Black Dog I'm actually happy to see. The engineering curriculum hasn't been the same without your T60 class. A shame you ran off with Star Pallid. Oh, all right. You could have let me enjoy that a little more, Knight Garcia. We'll leave. Hand over the helmet, Star Pallid. Don't correct me on this. Hand over the helmet, Star Paladin Antigone. I assure you, I will. Have a good life, Star Paladin Antigone. May you die on your feet and on your terms. I hope we never have to meet again. Not as such, but I'm not going to deny seeing you jump on command provides a level of enjoyment. I don't doubt it. Elder Maxon made it clear he doesn't consider your little children's club here a threat or much of a priority. But that doesn't change the fact that you are on the hook for, let me see here, yes, 2 vertibirds, 18 T60 power armor units with frames, 25,000 plasma cells, 30 plasma pistols, and 20 plasma rifles with toolkits. 15 laser pistols and 25 laser rifles with toolkits, 15,000 fusion cells, 30 flight suits, 15 full sets of heavy combat Indeed I'm not. You have a good memory, Star Paladin. Cute name. Where was I? Here we are. 30 fragmentation grenades, 50 plasma grenades, 2 Gauss sniper rifles. I'll assume that was Hawkins. 5,000 EM cartridges, 10 T-60 field repair kits, 18 mini nukes, 73 fusion cores, 5 cases of field rations, and 10,000 pounds of jet fuel. What? Oh, yes, right here on page 2, you're right. How forgetful of me. Goodness, I have no idea how you fit it all on just 2 vertibirds. I'd wager there was. Speaking of hanging, Maxon also requires the surrender of Knight Sergeant Ishmael Crenshaw for the assault on Proctor Tegan. If you make whole what you robbed from us in your desertion and surrender the Knight Sergeant, Maxon will consider the case closed. The remaining 4 of you and Crenshaw's oddity will be free to go about your small lives, with dishonorable discharges where applicable, of course. More importantly, we won't level your so-called sheriff's department from the sky if you agree to these terms. Truth be told, it's been a long time since I've seen you, Star Paladin. Oh, do grow up with your sheriff thing. But no, we have all the information on you we need. This was not an intel-gathering operation. The kid knows all about you and your organization, and we have for a while now. We know you're still in communication with your old friends in the Brotherhood. They do so only because we allow it. We know about the outcasts in the Alleghenies, your little war with the Gunners, and, more importantly, where you sleep. No, I came down here for one reason. I wanted to see what fate had befallen the renowned Black Dogs firsthand. I wanted to see how far you had fallen from your medal-laden ivory perch in the good graces of that pompous windbag Lyons. Elaborate. My word, I don't think you ever said that much at once in the entire 40 years I've known you. These people must be really important to you. Very well, you've earned a short reprieve. I'll take your message back to the kid, as you call him, and return with an answer. We'll see if he agrees with your tenuous logic. If he does, I assure you we'll find other ways you can pay your debt, but I doubt he'll yield on... I hope for your sake that Maxon sees the value in having your organization remain operational. Seeing you again brings back many memories, not all of them good. You would be head paladin right now, you know. Shame. Very well then. Until I return, Star Paladin. There's only 5 black dogs left, my dear. I recall 10 of you went AWOL that night. That doesn't sound like fine to me. There's the no-bullshit attitude I remember. Then I'd estimate you've got several hours to get everyone out of your bleachers before we level it. What are you calling yourself now? A lieutenant? Cute badge. What is it? I guess there's no harm in telling you that a family near Nuka World, the Dunmores, might have more information for you. I know you well enough to know you won't tell anyone what they're doing for us, because they have a child. I know you well enough to know you won't tell anyone what they're doing for us, because they have a child. There are eyes and ears in the region and feed us regular updates. They might have more for you, as they are ex-gunners. They quit about the same time you started your local yokel club here. I'd put a muzzle on that one if I were you, Sheriff. Her mouth is liable to get itself shot off one of these days. Well, aren't you all piss and vinegar, young lady? If your stature matched your attitude, you'd make quite the knight. And you, Dr. McClintock. We know all about you as well. Nariah and Maxon agreed we should extend you an offer to join our brotherhood.